You are watching Access LaPorte County Channel 97. Coming up next is the July 2nd meeting for the Michigan City Parks and Recreation Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Welcome to the Michigan City Park Board meeting, Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025. Please join us. Rise as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Mr. Walker, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Mr. Glick. Here. Mr. Hoffman.
Present.
Mr. Labus.
Present.
Thank you. The minutes of the previous meeting, June 18th, 2025 were provided to us. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes? And we need a motion to approve the minutes.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. That's their side.
Okay. Tabled business. We need a motion to take the Little Wolves Learning Center request for advertisement off the table first.
I'll make a motion that we untable Little Wolves Learning Center.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And did you want to speak to that or?
Yes. There's been a email thread going back and forth a little bit over a lot of different possibilities. We didn't get a chance to meet together as a group. But I think initially there's some hesitancy over allowing advertisement at Washington Park because we don't want to open up the gates. There was also a recommendation about 20 minutes ago for something else to happen, which I don't think it get approved tonight, so we won't even bring it up. But we have here some of our other parks being Gardena Parks, Pullman Field, Water Tower Park, Walker Park, Cleveland Park, and possibly the zoo upon the confirmation from the zoo director of different locations where they'll be able to put a sign or two signs as stated in this email. If this is okay with everybody, something for us to give them for now, we can agree on that. If you guys have another idea, we can talk about that and approve that, but it's up to the pleasure of the board.
Well,
Sorry, man, go ahead.
somebody also asked about Patriot Park.
Oh, Patriot Park as well. Yep. Yep.
Mr. Walker, you had stated as well, opening the floodgates. Well, I think this is a great idea. Working with Michigan City area schools at the same time, I think the important thing for us to realize and to consider is that statement, opening up the floodgates to everybody else. This is 10 flyers that we're talking about putting up. Who's to say down the road we open it, that somebody ends up putting up 100 flyers, and my question is then who's going to be responsible for cleaning that up? We know that they're not going to be making sure they go and get the flyers again. That we're talking about our maintenance department trying to clean that up. I think it's nice, but I'm not for it.
Okay. And these aren't flyers, they're yard signs. So it's not like papers going
Feel the same way, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think that's the consensus that Washington Park is kind of a home that we don't want to have a lot of signs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we need to express that in the form of a vote or?
I mean, do you want to just approve these parks with that number or?
I have a question.
Okay.
If I abstain since I'm an employee, like we talked earlier, do we have enough votes to even vote or not? Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, we would need 3.
Need the majority of the voting members present.
Yeah. So we put it back on the table.
So.
You could have two.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, we can't. We would have to have.
Because then
right, Laura?
we need three.
Because Ron's gonna abstain, so maybe it could be best if we just.
Hold on. What is the date again? Well, I'm sorry. Sorry. What is the date again
That they
for
wanted.
the Little Wolves program?
So the registration, they're trying to get registrations to start for next school year. So they're just trying to put them out this summer so people can see them and register their, I mean, because the preschool program is just a year old. Yeah.
I think that's plenty of
Plenty
time.
of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the next meeting.
We're all on.
Right.
So I'll make a motion that we table the Little Wolves Learning Center. Again.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
All right. We have two resolutions. I'll read the beginning of the two resolutions as they're the same and then specific one. Resolution number 1068 zoo transfer. Whereas the superintendent of the Department of Parks and Recreation has reported that certain transfer of funds are necessary within the budget of the Michigan City Department of Parks and Recreation because of unanticipated expenses from various accounts, which accounts do not have sufficient funds available for disbursement for said expenses. And whereas there are funds available for said purposes in various other accounts, which are not expected to be paid from said accounts during the remainder of this budget year. And whereas the Michigan City Park and Recreation Board has determined that said expenses to cover the cost of food for animals is necessary, and that an account transfer should be made in order to meet said expenses. Now therefore be it resolved that the following transfer be made from the following named accounts to the following named accounts for the purposes stated therein. Decrease fund 2204.504 zoo fund, seasonal wages $12,000. Increase fund 2204.504 zoo fund, zoo food $12,000. Dated this second day of July 2025. Is there any discussion?
I motion that we approve the resolution number 1068.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution number 1069, and we'll go right to therefore. Now therefore be it resolved that the following transfer be made from the following named accounts for the following named accounts for the purposes stated therein. Decrease golf non-reverting fund 2508 unappropriated balance $181,000. Increase golf fund 2508.000.439.090 contractual services $181,000. Be it further resolved that this matter be presented before the next regular meeting of the Michigan City Common Council for petition to said Common Council to pass an additional appropriation ordinance approving said additional appropriation in the manner required by law. Be it further resolved that the superintendent of the Department of Parks and Recreation shall seek the concurrence of the mayor of Michigan City upon additional appropriation immediately. Dated this day, second day of July 2025.
Just a question Shannon, would you be able to clarify just as far as the unappropriated balance and why it's an unappropriated balance that's going to the contractual, just in case there's any questions?
So if we're speaking in round numbers, the golf course has a non-reverting fund. So it's revenue in, expenses out. So at the end of the year, last day of the year, say we had $100,000 left in there, then we budget what we're gonna spend. So maybe we budgeted 70,000 and left 30 not in the budget. We can't spend anything beyond that 70 without the council's approval. So to go back and dip into our cash balance for any reason and put it into a budget to spend it, we need concurrence of the mayor. Well, this board first, the mayor, the city controller, and then the common council.
Wonderful. Thank you.
So just taking it out of the cash balance, putting it into a budget line.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'll make a motion that we approve resolution number 1069.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
All right. 2025 Fall Adult Softball Packet.
Yes, in front of you is the softball packet. Nothing was changed except for dates from last year. Co-ed would still be 425, big back would still be 575 per team. Um, and yeah, no changes. It's still played on Sunday. We'll be scheduled at Gardena Park, but when it's available, we'll play out at Patriot. When there's no other tournaments out there.
How many teams did we have last year?
Last year we had 8 co-ed teams and 5 big bat teams. We haven't had a men's league or a women's league in the last couple of years. Just can't get enough teams to sign up. And I am working on getting 2 new co-ed teams for this fall league.
Great.
We need a little bit of new blood or softball gonna start dying off real fast.
Any comment from the board? Any comment from the public? What's your pleasure, gentlemen?
Motion to approve the 2025 fall adult softball packet.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Hi,
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
party at the plaza, request for DJ.
Yeah, so I reached out to Eric Phillips, who was a local DJ. I was trying to schedule him to be a DJ at one of the Party at the Plaza events. And he mentioned that he was going to come down to the park department and see about a reno for amphitheater for his birthday party. I asked him exactly what he was trying to do at the amphitheater. He said he was just trying to have a family get together. He liked the space and he's a DJ, so the sound was good to him there. And I asked Shannon, was it possible for us to trade the DJ services for the rental for the day? As you can see on paper, he charges $125 an hour for DJ. We want him for 3 hours, so it would have been $375, and the rental cost is $213. So, as far as a trade, we actually come out on top.
Good, yeah.
And I mean, Party at the Plaza is free music for the whole community. At the different locations that will be at either Millennium Plaza or 7th Street Plaza. So, I think it's in the interest of the park board to approve it.
Any comment from the board?
I think it's a great exchange. Thank you, sir.
Any comment from the public? Then what's your pleasure, gentlemen?
I'll make a motion that we accept the Party in the Plaza.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
Report of officers. Mrs. Easton, the superintendent's report.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank my assistant Will, the entire Juneteenth committee. They hosted a hugely successful community event down at the amphitheater for Juneteenth. They put a lot of work into it and it was just really great for everyone. So I think I was down there 3 times that day. Food was great, music was good. Also, thank you to the mayor, the controller, and the city council. Last night, the council approved a $16,000 match against some NDOT funding that became available. So 16,000 gets us 64,000. That money is for right-of-way acquisition for phase 3 of Singing Sands, which is moving along quickly. So I thank them for that. I'd also like to note, the mayor, the controller put money into the 2025 budget just for grant matches. So what that does for the departments is I can go to one council meeting and they can approve it via resolution because it's already budgeted in a line item. In years past, if I needed that, they would take it out of that cash balance I just told you about, and it was 3 readings. Sometimes the grant deadline had already passed by the time I got it through you guys, through the mayor, through the controller, and 3 readings of the council. We missed applying. So I thank them for looking forward and making that happen. Also, thank you to Michigan City Sanitary District Board. They have committed $5,000 to match our $5,000 for this year's Trail Creek Week. So that was great news. We appreciate their support and they're a great funder and also partner in that event. Regarding our revenue, at the end of May, I reported to the board that Parking, sticker, zoo, golf are big money makers. We're down 16% over last year, which amounted to about 175,000. We are starting to recover. So end of month, June, we're down to 3% less than last year, which amounts to around $40,000. So that is very good news. We were getting very concerned with the bad weather at the beginning of the year, but we're starting to catch up. I'd like to thank Pat Volts and his maintenance crew. They assisted the city with what was called Operation Cleanup. It was a 3-day sweep of the city, targeted areas, just to clean the city up before our parade and the 4th of July holiday, when all the visitors came in. Pat's department was really just asked to be the eyes and ears up as they're out taking care of the parks, but they pitched in. How many properties did you do? I didn't count, but it was 30, upwards of 30. 60 maybe. So yeah, they really chipped in while they were out in their neighborhoods, filling their pickup trucks in. So yeah, thanks for being a great city partner. Pat also repaired a water leak at North Point Pavilion under the parking lot, correct? And got a lot of potholes patched prior to the holiday weekend. We've been having some water leaks between the park and the zoo. That's never fun, hard to find, and had to be fixed before the holiday. Green Superintendent Michael Moore is here. I would like to thank him for his work on this satellite irrigation system and moving it through quickly, getting quotes, because he's getting a buy one, get one free deal. That's only good through October 1st. So he's saving us a lot of money out there. And again, this is something that had to be done. We were able to finance it. So thanks for your approval. I don't have any vandalism. So that is the end of my report. Thank you.
Mr. Walker, the Assistant Superintendent's report.
Yes. So events are plentiful right now for the summertime. We're wrapping up youth baseball leagues. I know T-ball, this is their last week. Next week will be the last week for 8U and 11U and 15U the week after that. And the next 2 weekends will be playoffs for adult softball as well. So everything's wrapping up there. But today actually starts a new league in Michigan City, and that's Paper Football League. They have a camp today, and the league starts next week, next Wednesday, and it'd be 4 weeks. The cost for adults is $60. The cost for kids is $40, and that's a 4-week league. Kids will have prizes, restaurant gift cards and stuff like that for prizes, and adults have cash prizes for the winner. So that starts next week. You can sign up on the Auto app, but look for Paper Football League. Don't look for Michigan City Park and Rec. They have their own thing. Tomorrow is Bike the City. We're meeting at the IBU NECA building at 6 p.m. and we'll be riding the West Singing Sands Trail. That starts at 6 o'clock. I'm at the Old Central School. On the 7th, well, of course, this weekend is 4th of July. The 3rd is also the last day. Tomorrow's the last day to buy beach stickers. You did say that, didn't you?
I did not. So thank you.
Tomorrow's the last day to get your beach sticker. After that, let's just say you won't be able to get one. That's the easier way to put
You
it.
have to pay at the gate.
You would definitely have to pay that $20 at the gate or $40 for special events like it will be on the 4th of July. You'll have to pay $40 to enter the beach and the boat race. Chess clubs are first and third Mondays. And the Pour and Paint, the next Pour and Paint is next Thursday. Pour and Paint is next Thursday at Krieger Memorial at 5:30. There's links on Facebook or call down to the Park and Rec department and we can help you get signed up. Tickets are $25 and it's BYOB. You know, bring your own drink, be responsible. You can bring your own Bible too. Okay, it works both ways.
Begins with a B. He did not specify,
I don't
but he
know.
got approval.
My mind went somewhere else with that one, but yes, Pour and Paint next Thursday the 10th at 5:30, BYOB. And lastly, the next Bucket Golf is Thursday the 17th at Pullman Field from 3:30 to 6:30. That is Thursday the 17th.
3:36.
3:30 to 6:30. And that's all I have.
Thank you.
You can find all of those events where?
On Facebook and the Auto app. Definitely download the Auto app. I'm actually getting to a point right now where stuff on the Auto app is kind of being preloaded. So like our next summer baseball is already on there. It's not going to be publicized until November, but getting stuff loaded and ready. So when I forget about it, it's already done.
Thank you.
Yep.
Planning Commission Liaison, Mr. Hoffman.
Nothing to report, sir.
I am the Port Authority Liaison, and they have not had a meeting since our last meeting. They meet next Monday. Mr. Labus, the Zoological Society.
The Zoological Society 2025 Running Wild for the Zoo 5K is July 13th at 9 a.m. Today is the last day to sign up if you want the t-shirt. I know they usually have a really cool t-shirt when you participate. So if you want the t-shirt, you got to sign up by today.
Thank you. Attorney's report.
Thank you. I have nothing to report.
Thank you. Director's report.
There are none.
Department Finances.
Yeah, there's no objection since Diane is absent tonight. Claims docket for July 2nd, 2025 for municipal funds, $96,696.64. Golf petty cash, $2,278.20 for total claims of $98,974.84. And I would need a motion to approve.
Second.
She can't make the motion. What?
Oh, yeah. I'd make a motion to approve the city claims.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Payroll number 13 with a pay date of June 27th of 25 in the amount of $134,889.63.
I will make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
And let's see, gifts and donations, received an unknown donation to the park for $10. Little Caesars park donation for youth baseball in the amount of $348. Miscellaneous to the zoo, $23. Kroger give back to the zoo, $63.88. Band concert parking sale, park donation of $1. So somebody gave us a $5 bill for a $4 parking fee and refused to take the change. So we got a $1 donation.
Thank you.
Unknown to the zoo in memory of Kim Martin in the amount of $100, and D. Troutner in memory of Kim Martin to the zoo in the amount of $50.
I motion to approve.
I second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
There is one minor transfer in Rec Fund 2204.503, decrease account medical supplies $150 and increase office supplies by the same amount.
A motion to approve.
I second that.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
There are no zoo endowment, no Board of Works, and no credit card charges.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Comments from the public. Anybody in the public have a comment?
Hello, yes, this is Tommy Kolovic from 1316 Ohio Street. Good evening to our distinguished and honorable Michigan City Park and Recreation Board members. Getting back to the advertisement for the Little Wolves Early Learning Center. Not that I'm for their learning, I'm 100% for that. In fact, my little niece, 4-year-old niece Nari, she became the first member of our family to graduate from the Head Start program at the Little Wolves Early Learning Center. She gets to repeat next year because she won't be 5 years old by August to start kindergarten yet, so she gets to do it again next year. But I would believe that would be almost prohibited under our municipal code. Section 19.05 prohibits off-premise signs. Signed except billboards which identify a use, advertises products or services not available on these premises which the sign is located, such as garage sale signs, residential open house signs, signs providing directions to a business are prohibited. You know, that's not the Little Wolves Early Learning Center. You can only have those type of signs there on their premises. I don't think that should be considered. I want to the social media posts of the week, there was one posted a video of the conditions of the bathroom facility, the bathhouse there at Washington Park. Everybody said, complain to the mayor, complain to the park department. Well, I think we all know that's a different entity. That's under the jurisdiction of the Michigan City Port Authority. So when you go to the beach and nature calls, you got the option of either bathhouse or porta potty. Your best bet's the porta potty. And I learned about that a long time ago. There's a plaque on there that has the name of a person I feel actually should be taken down. I had a conversation with former Mayor Muir about that when he first took office. He said, well, Tommy, I tried taking care of that when I was the president of the city council. We can't do nothing about that. It's under the jurisdiction of the Port Authority. Well, little thing, just a little complaint, really not a complaint, just a little constructive criticism to make the Michigan City Park and Recreation Department the best it can be. The entry sign when you go into Washington Park, it's really nice. They put it in maybe about 5 years ago. It's lighted. Well, right now only half of the sign is lit. It says like Washington, and then the other half of it blinks, like Las Vegas or something. We had the same issue at the I-94 interchange. They put the halo lights up. Only half of them were looking. The redevelopment commission actually had those unplugged. So I think that usually means you just got a bad connection in the wiring. Maybe you contact Andy Skiat from Marquis Electrician. I think we pay him like $30,000 a year to handle these little issues for the city. So I think just either have that lit or just unplug, fully lit, or just unplug it. So I really don't think it has to be lit up at night. And that's
We're working on it. Each letter has a separate unit that runs the backlit lighting, so it's not as easy as a switch.
There's a couple other things. I know that there's like these 4 really nice terracotta lights. Half the domes are missing and they're not working. They're on the band shell, which I'm really happy that you did that band shell. That's absolutely beautiful. It's part of our heritage history. Some of the wayfinding signage in the park need to be replaced by like the zoo lot. And I know there's one. I know you have the authority over the Ruby Woods behind Al Supermarket. The one of the signs has all the rules for the signs. Those need to be changed out. Just little cosmetic things to make the city look better. You'll go to other cities like downstate, like Carmel and Fishers and Nobleville. They don't have things like that. We want to be a nice city. Thank you.
Thank you. Any comments from the board?
Thank you, Tom.
Mr. President, I have a sad announcement to make. I found out this morning that our former attorney, Patrick Donahue, passed away last Friday at the age of 80. So I just wanted to let you know that he served many, many years on this board. He was a personal mentor to me at the Park Department. I started in my mid-20s here, didn't know anything. He taught me about contracts and budgets and finance. And so he's a dear friend. He'll be dearly missed. And I just wanted to recognize his service to the community and particularly this board. His obituary is online if you want details of the service.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Dabney, anything? Any comments from the board? We'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Before 5:30.